It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, in an uncertain world, there are just a few things that you can really bank on, okay? Death and taxes, and Spotify gonna change some shit up on you when you least expect it, all right? Anytime you feel like you got a good grip on what they're doing, how to get your music in the algorithm, even the user experience on how you interact with music on Spotify from a day-to-day basis, all of these things are subject to change at any point. I'm going to go over all of the latest updates that just became apparent over the past few days, just so y'all can know what to expect moving forward, especially from my artists. We're going to get into that right now. Now, if some of y'all would have watched my latest Spotify for Artists video a few months back, you would already know that Showcase is something that they've been working on for quite some time, right? They debuted it back in March, or at least they started rolling it out back in March. Now it is officially available for the public. With Showcase, you're going to be able to run paid advertising on Spotify to get your music in front of users. Now, they already have marquee advertisements. That's a lot more expensive. That's for labels specifically. This is specifically for artists, right? So the budget is going to be a lot smaller. The ad spend is a lot smaller. It's a lot more feasible for everyday independent people to work with. Now, some people might say, why is this pertinent? Why is this important? Well, according to Music Business Worldwide, they say Spotify is generating less than $5 million per day from advertising. That might sound like a lot of money, but when you compare it to other companies that are running and doing really successful in ads like YouTube is actually generating about $84 million per day in ads. Meta, Facebook, Instagram, all them guys, they're generating over $346 million per day in advertising. So they're way behind the curve, which means they need to get everyday people involved, right? Because on YouTube, you can run ads on your videos, on your content, get more people to watch your stuff. On Meta, you can definitely run ads and boosts on your content. So of course, this is a cash grab, right? Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing for artists, because if you have a little bit of money, you can get your music in front of new listeners. People might take the chance and click on it. If your album cover is appealing enough, if the name of your music is appealing enough, if you're cute enough, let's be honest, people do make listening decisions based on people they're attracted to. If you have those factors working in your favor, the ad spend will definitely work to your benefit, right? So again, with Showcase, this is a paid for promo tool that lets artists and their teams highlight new and catalog releases in app on the platform's mobile home page. Now, this mobile home page is the most visited place on Spotify, and billions of streams originate from it every day. So as soon as you open up the app, that is the mobile home page. According to Spotify, they say, on average, people who see a Showcase are 6 times more likely to stream the promoted release. So this gives you a 6x possibility of reaching brand new fans. This might even be a better ad spend than using Instagram ads. Over the next few weeks, artists and their teams with US-based billing will be eligible to use Showcase if you have at least 1,000 streams in the last 28 days in one of their 30 target markets. So this is not for anyone with less than 1,000 streams in the last 30 days. Luckily, I qualify, so I'm probably going to be trying it out. I don't have a huge budget to spend, but we'll see. So if you have a release that's out, if you have something that you want to promote, if you want to run advertisements on it so you can get this, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to shake something up to get access, right? If you have $50, $70, $30, you're not going to be able to run Showcase advertising, okay? The minimum budget for a Showcase ad is $100. So save your little money, man. You got a couple sales, you got some money from DistroKid or your distributor, put it to the side. Got some money coming in off your BMI royalties in November, test it out. Nobody wants you to go broke. Nobody wants you to spend your last dollar on Spotify ads. Please don't do that. It's all about having disposable income that you can invest into your career. The campaign will run until you spend your budget, or it will run for 14 days after the campaign starts, whichever comes first. So the longest that you can run it is 2 weeks. You can't run it for 30 days, a month. You're going to have to keep re-upping. This is priced on a cost per click basis. It starts at 40 cents per click, and Spotify says that it will only spend your budget when people actually click on the Showcase. So when someone clicks it, they spend 40 cents on your budget, right? So if you got $100, which means that you could get about 250 clicks on that $100 spend. Now, how many times people listen to your music or how many tracks off your album they listen to from there, that's on whoever's listening. but that's about what you're going to get out of it. Not bad. The 3 segments that Spotify is going to be targeting with your paid advertisements through Showcase is going to be Super Listeners number 1, which is described as an artist's most dedicated active listeners in the last 28 days. So people that are trending, listening to your music quite often, those are going to be the first people that they're targeting to make sure that they know you have this running, right? Next is going to be moderate listeners. These are active listeners who intentionally streamed an artist's music many times within the past 28 days and have the potential to develop into super listeners. And then the light listeners. These are active listeners who intentionally streamed an artist's music once or a couple of times in the past 28 days and could develop into the next level, which is moderate. They say artists want more ways to capture listener interest and drive engagement with more of their music. Showcase gives them the availability to do just that. Now artists can amplify a new release, give their catalog an encore, turn viral buzz into long-term fandom, and more right at the moments that matter most and on the most visited place on Spotify, which is the home screen. All right? That's for my artists out there. I wanted to address y'all first because that's mostly who I speak to. But now, for the listeners, things are about to change for y'all as well. One of the big new changes that Spotify is introducing is called the Daylist, okay? Now, this offering is a playlist that adapts to users' evolving moods throughout the day. The Daylist playlist undergoes multiple updates daily, featuring new tracks and titles that align with users' previous interactions on the Spotify app. For instance, if a listener tends to enjoy upbeat tracks in the morning, they might encounter suggestions like bedroom pop banger early morning, according to an example of a playlist shown by Spotify on Tuesday. Throughout the day, your mood changes, and so does the music that you listen to. Last night might have been a windows down, thrill wave Monday evening, while this moment is more of a 90s rave rainforest late night. The point is, you're ever changing and your playlist should be too. So the music that they're going to suggest to you is going to be based on what you listen to depending on what time of the day you turn it on. So now your listenership is being a lot more closely monitored because they're going to want to know at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 8 p.m. If you're listening to music, they want to know what you're listening to so that they could feed you more of that type of content depending on the time of day. This is some AI shit, but it's actually pretty effective, and I'm sure some artists are going to benefit greatly from that. The visual presentation of Daylist will also adjust as the day progresses, transitioning from a morning appropriate yellow hue with a blue backdrop to evening hues reminiscent of a sunset, followed by a subdued moonlit palette and eventually a darker background for late night listening. You'll get new tracks at every update, plus a new title that sets the mood of your playlist. With relatable titles including Thrill Wave, Happy Dance, Pumpkin Spice, and more, the playlist helps you understand more about your taste in music. Users will be able to find the Daylist on mobile in the Made For You hub and on desktop play and web by searching Daylist to bring up the playlist. You can also save certain Daylists to your library or select add to playlist and tap new playlist. So if they have a really nice playlist that you just enjoy that much, you can save it so that you don't lose it. Daylist will also have a built-in sharing feature, providing users with a readily available screenshot, personalized sticker, or customizable share card that they can upload on social media so that you can show people exactly what it is that you're listening to. Spotify really has social media in a chokehold. It's one of the best ways. You can put the stuff directly to Instagram. You can put the stuff directly to Facebook. Their UI is top notch compared to all of the other competitors. And I'm not really that much of a fan of Spotify in terms of their business practices, in terms of their CEO, but the listening experience is really the best. And the latest update that's taking place, some of y'all might not actually be very happy about this, is that lyrics are now being moved to premium subscriptions only, right? So if you're on Spotify listening to your favorite songs already, if you have a free account, it's limited, right? You're not going to be able to play everything that you want. You're going to be able to pick an artist and then it's going to give you an algorithmic playlist based on that artist. The free experience is not what you really want, right? So they're trying to get more people to invest into paying for Spotify Premium. So they're now removing the lyrics option. So you can't follow along with the lyrics listening to the music anymore unless you are a paid subscriber. They claim that this is a temporary test. They're just testing it out to see how it translates, if it leads to more subscriptions. If they see that it works, they're probably not going to go backwards. But if this is something that doesn't yield great results, they might actually reintroduce lyrics to all users. But that's the latest updates. That's what I got for y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If you're an artist, this is going to be a very key video for you, especially with these showcase ads. All you need is a budget of $100 and you could potentially get yourself to 250 new fans. That is very major. It's very hard to get 250 quality impressions on any other platform. So this thing might actually really have some legs to it. But let me know what y'all think once again. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. And I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect. Peace.